We are back, chat. Listen, man, I had a strike, so I've been off for a while, for a week, probably like a week and a half, and I haven't been so quick to jump back on because I've been making other content. If you don't know, I make faceless content, so a lot of the videos you be seeing like online, I make those type of content. So that I've been kind of busy on that, and I'm just jumping back into this. Let me put my yeah. So I've been online, I've been offline because I've been making faceless content, and I jumped back, and now I'm back, man. I feel good. I've just left the gym, kind of tired, man, but I do a lot of editing throughout the day. I gotta make up ideas and stuff like that. Um, but I got a strike for an old video, I believe, with Sneeko. So I gotta be careful on what Sneeko stuff I watch on this stream. But I still will react to Sneeko stuff on my Rumble. If you're not following me on Rumble, it's at PAC203 on Rumble. So when you go to Rumble, go to rumble.com/PAC203. I'm gonna be streaming on Rumble every other day. I'm not streaming on this. So every other day I'm gonna be streaming on YouTube. Days off, I'm gonna be streaming on Rumble. All right. If you're not following, hit my Instagram, Facebook, P203PACMAN. Let's get into this first video, chat. This conference.
Can you define accountability?
Taking responsibility
for your own actions.
Yes, whether you lie or tell the truth, it's all about just being honest with your partner.
Accountability to me is just taking responsibility for your own actions, making sure that you, like, when you say you're going to do something, or you say like something is important to you, that you follow up on those things.
Accountability is when I say I'm going to do something, that I'm following through. Accountability is follow through to me.
Who takes more accountability, men or women, and why?
Women.
Why?
Men try to
Cat. It's too early for these cats, man. Y'all girls better stop.
hide shit because they feel like they're gonna scare their women away or hurt them in some way.
I've had a lot of guys tell me they're gonna do something and it doesn't happen.
I'm gonna say, I guess men. No, I guess women.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like women are more emotionally intelligent. Definitely understand like their emotions and things.
What does emotionally intelligent have to do with anything about with taking accountability? Bro, you don't make sense. You're not gonna get none for saying that. Ain't no woman gonna sleep with you just for saying that. So just, bro, tell the truth, like.
So they care about a little bit more than men.
I think men, because they have to work more, and so like they have a lot more going on in their head, so they have a lot more they have to like take accountability for and responsibility, and they don't really argue much, at least from what I've seen.
What was the last mistake you took accountability for?
You know, I blamed my boyfriend, and I take accountability for blaming him. So just now.
When was the last time you apologized?
I'm sorry.
When was the last time you apologized?
I'm sorry.
Never.
If someone did something to me, I always take my part of the blame as like, I put myself in the situation, you know?
Okay.
And I feel like that's the only way we learn to grow is by taking accountability for everything. It takes two for everything.
When someone commits a crime, do you blame the criminal or do you blame society?
The criminal. You can always make your own decisions at the end of the day.
Both. It's nature and nurture. The way you were raised, your mindset, your own individual actions.
When we see the lashes, we already know the answer. We already know how this is gonna turn out.
I think all of that matters. I don't think they're mutually exclusive.
If they're impoverished and it led to them stealing food, then I don't blame them for their crime. I blame society because of the system that we have, and capitalism has failed them. Whereas if they were to murder somebody, then that's a different story.
I blame.
That's cap. That is cap. Listen, man. They make up all these lies. You got a phone right here, man. I shoot my live streams on my phone is my camera, man. I do a lot of edits on my phone. I make money on my phone, man. The phone is literally the gateway to the bag. So don't listen to what she's talking about, man. Take full responsibility of your own actions. Take accountability. That's what real men do. That's what real adults should do, actually.
Society, because I feel like society, in a way, they cause the criminal to be a criminal. I mean, a criminal doesn't become a criminal overnight. Something must have occurred in their lives that would make them do crimes, make them want to do something.
So if a guy cheats, can he blame society?
No, if a guy cheats, then he should be responsible.
So how is that different than a criminal? I mean, if someone does wrong, why are you more likely to blame society than blame the individual?
Because for society, it takes up over time. Usually a criminal, in my opinion, it doesn't happen overnight, like I said.
Well, if a guy cheats, why can't he just blame hookup culture?
I mean, like, he could, but then, like, how long would that occur? Like, how long?
Okay, if a guy cheats, can he blame society or hookup culture?
Absolutely not. I don't even have to finish hearing the rest of that. If a guy cheats, he cannot blame society. You've made that choice.
If a guy cheats, blame your girl. Blame your girl. And the truth is, most guys cheat because they're not getting what they need at home. That's why the girls don't want to sleep. Girl/wife don't want to sleep with them no more. They're not treating them like the same way they said they're always gonna treat them at the beginning of a relationship or when they got married. So, and then they cry boo-hoo when you do cheat. I say, listen, man, if you gotta cheat, you might as well just leave her. Just leave her. Leave her, man. I'm telling you. Wife, it don't matter if you got kids, anything, man. She gonna respect you more if you just break up. And if she has a problem with that, just tell her what you're gonna do. Why you not happy?
Choice, and that's where the accountability comes in. So if you make a choice to commit to somebody, you make a choice to commit and follow through. If you're ready to step out the door, you can make that choice to be respectful and to say, hey, you know what? I respect you enough and I love you enough that this isn't going to work out as a monogamous relationship. I've got to go elsewhere.
Why is it when a man cheats, he's a cheater, but when a woman cheats, it's because she's not satisfied?
If you cheat, you're a cheater, if you're a man or a woman.
I mean, isn't a man not satisfied when he's cheating?
I mean, it's not black or white, but it has been statistically proven that women cheat for different reasons as opposed to men. For men, it's more like sexual gratification, and for women, it's more like emotional gratification. But both are not true and not honest with each other, and that's really what matters. Just, I guess, like communication in general.
Is it possible to have equality without equal accountability?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah, no.
How can men and women ever be equal if relationships have double standards?
I would say it's impossible.
That's a really tough thing because, I mean, our society is built off of, we live in a patriarchal society where men have ruled for a really long time. So it's really hard to do that because double standards were created in our society by men.
Why is it when men do wrong, it's men's fault, but when women do wrong, it's society's fault?
I think women just try to put the blame on other people. That's something that, like, I find myself working on a lot because I do see it a lot in the world.
What are women exclusively held accountable for?
Oh, I'm not exclusively held accountable for just women? I'm not sure. I can't think of anything.
Can you think of any problems in society that aren't blamed on men? What are women exclusively held accountable for?
Nothing exclusively held accountable for. I guess, keeping their shirts on.
That's a good question. I really have no answer for that. I think we're not really held accountable for anything, and everything gets blamed on men.
Can you think of any problems in society that aren't blamed on men?
I mean, women can't blame men for like periods and stuff.
Oh, okay.
That aren't blamed on men? I mean, I'm sure tons, but like at the end of the day, like this society was kind of founded and built by men, so I feel like they should take accountability. Like this is the society that you built.
Why would we expect men to have emotional well-being in a society that always blames men?
I don't think anybody cares about men having a good emotional well-being, and that's the main thing. Like nobody cares.
If men are blamed for building society, why are they never credited for anything good in society?
Because it's expected.
What determines which problems you blame others for versus problems you blame yourself for?
So you would blame others for situations where you were misled, and you blame yourself for something which you did on your own with no influence whatsoever.
Is it fair for a woman to blame society for the consequences of her own personal choices, like having a baby or choosing a career?
How can you blame someone else for you being misled? Don't you have a brain? Aren't you like an adult most of the time? Can't you have critical thought of your own? I'm confused.
Career that over-sexualizes her body.
Definitely not.
Like I'm a webcam model, and so something that I do is sexualizing my body, but I'm not ever going to blame somebody else for sexualizing me when I've put myself out there.
Why is it when women are called out on their bad behavior, they often blame society or how they were raised, but when men are called out, they're more likely to be held accountable?
Because it's an easy out for women to do that, to blame others, but at the end of the day, it's your own decisions.
Because it's too easy for women. They're effeminate. They can cry. All they do is cry, and they're like, okay, well, you guys are wrong. It doesn't matter if they're in the wrong. I seen chicks cheat, and then they'll cry, and their guys will take them back. And I'm like, she cheated on you.
I don't think that men are held accountable as often as they should. But again, that's past experiences. But I think that because of the whole Me Too movement, it's so easy for women to fall back on that as an excuse. It's not necessarily that they shouldn't be held accountable for their own actions. It's more so that the media has made it really easy for them to use it as a scapegoat.
I think there's harsher punishment on women for a lot of these reasons, and also society has been built.
Definitely not. Men get the harshest punishments ever. Most time served in jail is men. Even for the same crime, women serve less time. Most of the violent crimes happen to men, by men. Everything is blamed on men, by women and men. Like, come on.
To sustain men and cisgender men, straight white men. So it's like they can be called out on certain things, but it's not as harsh punishment as women or black women.
If women can blame all their shortcomings on patriarchy and internalized misogyny, does that absolve them from all personal responsibility?
No, they think it does, but it shouldn't.
It doesn't absolve them of personal responsibility because ultimately it's their responsibility to do good things for themselves. But yes, I think it's important to at least acknowledge that misogyny and living in a patriarchal society, that they are at a place of disadvantage.
If you check the Forbes billionaires list, the Real Times billionaires list, it's probably 100 women and 3,000 dudes.
Why are women more concerned with the ratio of male to female CEOs as opposed to the ratio of lower paid, dangerous, dirty jobs done mostly by men?
Because they're less willing to do those dangerous.
What do you want? Want a job that I don't hate.
Dirty jobs, and they want the CEO money.
How do you
ladies just say they want the CEO job. They don't want to do what it takes to get the CEO job. Because most men that are CEOs, they lost all their hair, so they're bald because of the stress. They've been divorced because they had to give so much time to their job, and they done missed a lot of time of their children's lives because they had to give so much time to their job. These are things women don't want to do. You gotta basically give up your life. All those trips to Miami and stuff like that. When you try to be a CEO, there ain't none of that happening. The business gotta be straight first.
Personally decide which social pressures you conform to and which ones you reject?
What? I mean, depends on your religion, your culture, your environment, your family.
I feel like as a parent, I have teenagers, and I think that's a double-edged sword, right? There's things that we need to conform to that everyone wants to fit in. Everyone wants to be loved. Everyone wants to be accepted. But there are things that when you have certain standards, they might not necessarily be the cool thing or the end thing for everyone else out there. And so I decide on how it makes me feel. Is it something that is going to build me up and make me a better individual if I do it? Is it something that is going to hurt somebody? If it is going to hurt somebody, I don't do it. Like, try to think of other people when I am choosing my choices.
Who is more likely to care what society thinks, men or women?
Women, for sure.
Who's more likely to follow trends?
Women.
Why would women care what society thinks if we're living in a world that oppresses them?
We're not living in a world that oppresses women. Quite the opposite, in fact.
Women don't care. Not at this point.
Hey, it's crazy. Women to follow everything else but their man. That's crazy. When their man say something, they'll have a heart attack, not listen to you. Man, it's a bunch of shenanigans, man.
Point in 2023, where we at? 2020. Women don't give a damn about stuff. We got BBLs, we got sex workers, we got everything. They're winning. They're winning.
Why do people think that all men are still controlling the world just because there are a few men at the top of the food chain?
Definitely not a few. It's like up in the high 90% of like CEOs and business owners and elites are all men, and they let very few women in, very few other demographics. So, I mean, statistically proven, I wish that statement was fucking true, and then it would just be like a mindset, right? But
Because it's the reason why all the men are at the top. They actually create stuff. Look at you. You're dressed as a consumer. Everything you consume other people's inventions, creations. You gotta actually go, ladies. I want y'all to go out there and create. Y'all make it easier for men if y'all go and make stuff. Every invention known that I know of is created by men, except for the Cola ID. Cola ID is the only thing I know that's made for a woman.
glass ceilings.
Could it ever be possible for women to hold too much power in society?
Oh, absolutely. I've worked in environments where it was all female management, and it was a terrible situation because women are catty, and yeah, it would be awful.
Yeah, it's possible for anybody. I mean, like, kingdoms fall, kingdoms rise and they fall, and it's gone to show like over and over again, and this one will fall as well. Maybe the next time it'll be the women, and we'll be the ones to blame.
How is it possible to hold somebody accountable when they can always play the victim?
You can't. Well. I mean, you got laws in play, to a certain extent,
You can't always play the victim. Like, you still have to take responsibility for your own actions. And there's a lot of situations where it is like one person as opposed to multiple, so there's no reason for them to be victimized.
If we're all victims of society, then why should anyone be held accountable for their actions, including men?
I'm a man hater. These are not questions for me.
Why are you a man hater? A lot of women today are a lot of women.
Why? Like, this is wild. You can actually say this out loud. Abdul, get the stones.
Hate men today, right?
Because they all cheat. They all lie. They all do you dirty, go behind your back.
All the men you pick cheat. It's a bunch of men in your DM, on your hands, on your Tinder, on your Facebook messages, or on your phone that will not cheat on you. You just don't want them. Stop going for the guys that you know most likely to cheat. Maybe settle for a more average guy because you're a more average of a girl.
Okay, what if I said that all women are gold diggers? Would that be okay?
Oh, I mean, a lot of them are. I can't disagree with you.
So then why is it more socially acceptable for women to hate men than it is for men to hate women?
I wouldn't say it's more socially acceptable. I would say, I don't know. If men hate women, I don't give a fuck.
Well, I mean,
I'm not really big on a lot of the things that are going on in the actual world today. I live in my own little world, and I think that more people should just worry about what they're doing and not like what everyone else is doing. And they should take accountability for things, except for me, because I know everything. So,
for people who say that's just how I was raised, if someone is raised to be racist or homophobic, is that a valid excuse?
Valid excuse to be that?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get. You could be racist if you want. You could be homophobic if you want. I mean, it's your right to, as long as you're not making doing any hate crimes and stuff. I don't think it's a good thing. You got the freedom of speech, freedom of expression, but it's not a good excuse to be an a-hole.
It's not an excuse at all. Like, you have critical thought. You could think of your own, even if you was raised that way. As soon as you became an adult, you can go and seek knowledge and seek ways on learning how to become a better person. Like, 9 times out of 10, the people that have that suffer from all that stuff have a shitty life. We got to do better.
To a certain age before they're able to form their own opinions and educate themselves otherwise. But once they're old enough to know better, then no, it's definitely not an excuse.
We're all raised different ways, right? But as you learn and you grow as an individual, once you learn that that's not okay, you have that responsibility. Ignorance is bliss, right? But you can't claim ignorance as a defense for being an idiot.
Facts. How y'all feel about that, chat? Make sure y'all go subscribe to It's Complicated. Services. My God. Let's get into the next video, chat.
Because your lives are forever entwined.
Cross and White talking about
Love Entwined, exclusively at K.
Man, my ex-old lady, she used to hate them, boy. I used to look. I'm trying to tell you, man. If you want to make a woman mad, just put friend.
Heard him. He said love him. That means he had a good experience on the Fresh and Fit podcast. Charleston White rocks with a lot of guys that are not gangster. He don't like the gangsters type guys, like the thuggish guys. So the guys that present themselves well and not such like ghetto, you're fine in his eyes, I believe.
Fresh and Fit on your phone and just let it play.
Well, these are the guys with money who all the women want to have. They just don't know they like this, right? These are the guys that most women don't know when they say they want this kind of man that make this kind of money. These are those guys. These are those guys. They just don't know that because they looking at them with the money, the cars. Man, them got them podcasts is 70 stories up high in the sky.
Damn right.
Them 70 stories high. And
I'm trying to get up there, man. I'm trying to get up there, Fresh. Byron, that's why y'all gotta get your credit right. Stack your money, man. Get some good income coming in, man. You could be in the sky too.
And then they live 10 stories above it. Just live up there with God. When they come down out the clouds, they getting in all these bad cars. So this is what the women really want.
They living.
Not knowing that these are the men with these kind of beliefs and ideologies, because with money have this type of thought. The faithful man that the black woman thinks she won't don't exist with money.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You saying the man with money is not going to be faithful?
It's impossible.
Stay in your lane, sir. Stay in your lane. Hey,
have you ever been? You live 80 stories up high? Millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. If you don't touch millions of dollars,
talk that talk, Charles.
Yeah. If you don't touch, I ain't talking about.
Facts. Do you live up in the sky? Man, it's little cornballs in the back. Yes, you good. Yes, you good. I want to be faithful. You not gonna get none. They not gonna sleep with you. Just shut up, bruh. Just shut up.
You gotta work.
Yeah.
And can't not work for years.
Yeah.
I'm talking about and go years without working. Still pay bills. Still travel around. Homie, he's not gonna. It's impossible. Because if you study history from back when God created, it's only Adam was the only man that did that biblically wise. No other great man of power had one woman that he was bound to death.
Recordings just got better. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce.
How you feel about that, man? How you feel about that, man? I mess with Charleston White a little. Sometimes he be doing too much, a lot, but I know it's a character, man.
I asked Glorilla, what's her greatest investment?
So Glorilla, what's your best investment you ever made so far?
My best investment is my teeth. Bitch, I can smile good now.
Yo, where is the brand? Yo, I never met a girl that actually, like, in real life, that actually said something smart and had like challenge, like thought, like, yo, it's crazy, like, and it's crazy. It doesn't matter where they go to college or whatever, like, they're just still like, what the hell? She probably can't even name 3 countries, to be honest. Come on, Glorilla. Come on, man. You got her making the queens look bad.
Okay. Don't play. So you feel like your team was your best investment?
Yes, because now I be just smiling for no reason.
Hey.
This is the stock man. He buys stocks. The Wall Street man. You over here talking about your teeth, man. You probably ain't got no money saved up besides just probably in your savings or checkings account. Made no big purchases, probably bought your mama house, stuff like that. Bought nothing else, like. Chat, man, this shit crazy.
I saw a video from 50 Cent, and it was the most powerful point he made. 50 Cent said, being depressed is a luxury. If you're depressed, it's because you can afford to be depressed.
Yeah.
He says, go explain it to the husband that's got 3 kids, working 2 jobs. He doesn't have any time to be depressed. He's working 7 days a week. Any of these guys that say they're depressed, this is 50 Cent.
Yeah.
You can afford it. It's a luxury, because if your back was against the wall, you would not have the luxury of being depressed.
Yeah, it's a modern day convenience, actually. Like, in any of the poorer countries, they don't believe in depression or like anxiety and stuff like that. They don't subscribe to that. They gotta go to work, man. They out with the family, working at the store, working at the shops and stuff like that. They don't. Privilege is blind to those who have it. So we're so privileged in America that we just come up with these random things on just to make reasons why there's something wrong with us. When in reality, there's nothing really wrong with us. You're just lazy.
Because I don't want guys focusing their life on women, man. I don't want guys hurting themselves over women.
Yeah.
There's dudes out here that are killing themselves over women that don't give a fuck about you. I just told you guys, women are not designed to be loyal. They're designed to look for the best, so you become the best.
Bars.
Listen, I say it all the time, guys. Listen, man, focus on yourself, because women divorce men on a high rate for financial reasons. So as soon as you start struggling financially, she gonna leave. She don't care about you bouncing back. You know, these guys be talking about she gonna pay some bills. No, she's not gonna pay some bills. She might pay bills for like a month. She's gonna take over. Focus on yourself, man. Get yourself together. Get your health together. Get your mental health. Your physical health. Get your spiritual health together. Get your finances together. Stop worrying about them. Like, focus on yourself first.
What level celebrity? I'm always curious for this, Andrew. Would you put like Addison Rae?
I don't know. That's weird.
How's that weird?
Why? Who's she to you?
She's an A-list celeb right now.
Oh, get out of here.
I think Addison Rae.
Cornball. She's the A-list celeb right now. A-list celeb. What are you talking about? Come on, stop it. Stop it. She's not no Dwayne Rock Johnson. She's not no Kevin Hart. She's not no Dave Chappelle. She's not no she's not none. Come on, how can you put her in the category with an A-list celebrity? She might be famous and have a lot of clout, but she's definitely not A-list. I would say C-list if anything.
Rae can get into any event in the world that she wants.
I don't think Addison Rae can get into Carbone tonight if she wants to.
She went to the fucking Met Gala.
Who goes to the Met Gala?
A-list fucking people go to the Met Gala.
Dude, if you go to the Met Gala, you are a loser.
I would go to the Met Gala so fast it would make your fucking head spin.
Why, Dave? You don't need their approval.
I want to walk. I want people.
It's the Met. It's a museum. You walk in. It's free every other day.
What level celebrity? I'm always curious for this.
It's free every other day, man. He going crazy over these little TikTok girls, man.
Some are saying that you're bipolar.
Wow, what does that mean?
I guess that, you're on two ends of the spectrum.
And then what? What's the cure? Medicine? Make me like them? Not gonna happen.
Make me like them, not gonna happen. Yo, Charlie Sheen is big. He's funny as hell.
By winning, I win here and I win there. Now what?
Winning.
If I'm bipolar, aren't there moments where a guy like crashes and like in the corner, like, oh my God, it's all my mom's fault? Shut up. Shut up. Stop. Move forward.
Base Charlie Sheen.
Facts. I'm by winning. That means I win and I don't never lose. I'm dead. That's hilarious. How y'all feel about Charlie Sheen? Listen, chat, it's gonna be early today, man. I see y'all tomorrow, man. It's late. I got work in the morning. I gotta still edit some more videos up, man. But listen, man, y'all put it in the comment section. Tell me what you want to see. Let me know. Follow me on Instagram, man. 203 Pacman. Same on Facebook, 203 Pacman. Same on Twitter, 203 Pacman. Y'all let me know what you want to see. I see y'all popping in and out. Let me know what y'all want to see. Y'all have a nice day, though.